Okay, in this video, we're going to run a Craigslist ad that diverts traffic over to your lead barrel capture page. And you may know that Craigslist has clamped down on URLs and ads, and it's becoming harder and harder to do this. So the method we're going to use is we're actually going to create an image with a vanity URL inside. It's hard to visualize this as I say it, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. So basically, we're gonna create an image that you can use with all your Craigslist postings that you kind of upload every time you do a Craigslist post to drive traffic over to your capture page. So let's go over to lead barrel. Let's look at the capture page we're going to use. I'm going to use this Southern PA foreclosures page right here. So we'll just take a quick look at it. Here's what it looks like. I can go up into my browser, of course. I'll grab the URL. Now, this URL that you're looking at way up top here, it might be small on your screen. That's not going to look pretty in an image, right? So what I need to do is go ahead over to GoDaddy, and I'm going to buy a custom .info URL for this endeavor. So let me go to godaddy.com/home. I'm going to go to homepage of godaddy.com. And this is for Southern PA foreclosures. So I'm going to do Southern, I'm going to search GoDaddy for Southern PA foreclosure list.info. Let's see if that's there. Okay, our domain is available. Actually, I think something went wrong here. You see it's giving me with all the HTTP. Let's search again. All right, that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to pause my recording. I'm going to buy this domain. Okay, I'll place my order. It's going to cost me $3 to register this domain for the year. Okay, and now I'm going to go to domain name. I'm going to access this product. Now, sometimes GoDaddy, I don't know if they still do. Sometimes they'll take a few minutes for this thing to show up in my list here. So let's see what's going on. Is it there yet? Now, I may have to refresh a few times. Let me keep. Here it is. There we go. And now I'm on the manage page for this URL. Now, what I want to do is I want to set a simple forward over to the domain. So anytime somebody goes here, all right, they're going to come over to my domain. So I'm going to go to forwarding. You see where it says forwarding? I'm going to add one now. I'm just going to type in my URL like that. Oh, wrong one. Don't do what I just did. I want to type in the URL to my lead barrel page. So let's go grab that up here. Here we go. Copy. There we go. Paste it in here. Make sure it stripped out the HTTP. It didn't, so it looked like this. And now it's looking like I want. Don't do any, just do it as it is. Don't do any masking or weird stuff. Just hit add. Okay? And now, in a few minutes, it may take a few minutes, I'm going to save it. This domain, southernpaforeclosurelist.info, will go to my capture page. Great, I've got a nice friendly URL. In this example, I probably went a little longer than I should have. That's pretty long. I probably should have done like yorkpaforeclosurelist.info. You know, keep it short because as you'll see in a minute, we're going to try to squeeze all this on an image overlay. Now, let's go and get a picture of something that might look like a foreclosure. Now I know HUD Home Store does not like the use of the word foreclosure, but I'm going to go here just for reference and grab a picture of a property in this county. So don't necessarily, you know, if you have a property you can mark it, you know, that looks, that has an interior, maybe a fixer-upper or something that fits what you're doing. In this case, the foreclosures, just go ahead and do that. So York. And search this county. I like this one with the snow. I'm going to try to pick something with white in it, and you'll see why with a light background. I kind of like this one. And now what you want to do, you can use any screen capture app you want, but I'm going to recommend for the purposes of this demo and for all our members, just go ahead and grab Lightshot. I really like Lightshot. It makes things easy. It's quick to download on Windows or Mac. There are lots of ways to do screenshots. If you're already good at this stuff, don't worry about it. But Lightshot will let us take a screenshot and put some text and do some editing really quickly, so I like it. So pause now, grab yourself Lightshot if you want, or just keep watching to decide if you want Lightshot or what you currently use. All right, coming back to my image, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use Lightshot. Now on a Mac it's Command-Shift-9. There's a little feather up at the top right. On Windows you're going to hit Print Screen, and it's going to kind of do this. It grays out my screen, and then I take my mouse and I left click, and then I drag what I want to copy. Okay? like this. And now what I can do is I can click the little T. I like that it has red. I'm fine with the red. You can pick a different color if you want, but I like the red. Maybe I'll pick a brighter red. Okay. I click my T, and I go to where I want to type. Now, Lightshot is a little picky. You're not going to be able to move where you put your text, so you may end up doing this a few times. You don't get it where you want it, but I'm going to put it right up here at the top left, and I'm going to type in Southern PA foreclosure list.com, just like that. Now what I can do is I can go and I can grab my arrow and I can go like this. And maybe I get a little funky and I go like that. I kind of want people's eyes to be drawn to it, okay? That's good. I kind of like this. Now what I can do is I can save this image to my hard drive. I'll go over to the little disk here. I can also save it other places as well. Here, it's going to save it on my screen. I'm just going to do, just going to name it so I know where to find it. Put it on my desktop here. You can also, with Lightshot, quickly share and upload to Google, which is kind of cool too, to save for later use, which is usually what I do. But in this case, I'm just going to save it to my hard drive. And now, whenever I'm doing a Craigslist post, I can kind of upload this image as my divert and convert image, right? I can't really put links in my Craigslist posts anymore. I can try. I can do calls to action and say, hey, text me for more details and things like that. But if I just kind of keep this image laying on my desktop, anytime I go and I do a Craigslist post, which I'll do now, let's just do a housing offered, continue, real estate by broker, continue. Let's say that I'm doing any old property, right? So I'm doing okay. I'm not logged in, so I'm just gonna might look a little different for you. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, York suburban schools. I'm doing any old property. Any old property. I'm not gonna make you watch me do a whole Craigslist post. Okay, let's go to the continue. You can't really see me doing this. Grab my postal code. And you'll see where I'm going here with this image. And you probably can already imagine where I'm going. I'm going because I've told you, but I'm going to go ahead and click Edit Images up here. And I'm going to add images. Now let's say I just, I uploaded my other images for the property, but I'm going to stick in this featured image. I'm going to hit done with images. And now maybe this isn't my featured image. Maybe I have 4 or 5 images before it. Maybe I have this image here as the only image, and I'm just advertising any old property. You see how that's big, bold, ugly. It draws the eyes, and people aren't able to click this, but they can easily remember southernpaforeclosurelist.com. They go to their browser, they type it in, and you can do the capture. Now, I don't know that the forward's going to be ready. It can take a few minutes with GoDaddy. It is not ready. Allow up to an hour, honestly, but this will eventually redirect over to the lead barrel page. And in this way, your Craigslist post can now divert and convert leads into your capture pages through lead barrel. Now, just a warning, you might get flagged for doing this. Craigslist doesn't like it. They're going to have a hard time probably knowing that you're doing it. Use it at your own risk. But people have been asking, how do I do this? How can I get leads with Craigslist? And here's just one method you might try out. Okay, thanks a lot.